Hello, Mike at Southeastern Roofing and Construction. This is Joel from JND SEO. I called over today and they told me to send the video over, so I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. And Mike, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of this video you have any questions at all, reach out. We'll set up a 10-minute phone call, no problem. And if you are not interested, that's fine. I'm going to give you some free tips and you guys could actually apply them to your site. All right, so first thing I want to talk about today, Mike, is content. So I'm on your homepage, as you can see, and I'm just going to scroll through. I want to see how many words of content you have on there. Let's see, you have a little bit of a COVID kind of disclaimer, a little bit about your some of the jobs and services. All right, you guys really actually don't have that much content. You probably have 100, 150 words if you count the disclosure, maybe 2. And what I'm really looking for, I was looking for about 1,500 to be honest with you, and 99.9% of businesses do not have 1,500. That's why you would stand out with it. Also, Google ranks you based on the amount of content you have. The more you have, the higher you're going to rank. It would actually make it easier for you to outrank your competition just by having that content alone. But the bigger reason we want more content, the more content you have, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into that content. So as a quick example, I just used roofing Tampa FL for Florida. You know, it's a pretty common term that new customers are going to search when they're looking for a roofing company, right? And they're not sure who to use. First thing you'll find on most Google searches is the ads at the top. People are just paying basically to be seen first by new customers. They're hoping that means obviously that they're going to get clicks to their site and of course land the jobs, right? So second thing we're going to find is this map section. Top 3 companies are going to show up in this little preview screen. And this is all based on citations, right? So citations are just when you get your business name, address, and phone number listed together into a directory site. And these are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Home Advisor, just to name a few. There's actually many more. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you a couple. All right, so for the organic section, that's where we are now. This is when we start seeing companies' names show up with their websites. And these do not show up randomly. This is all based on Google's algorithm and formula, which we now know involves content. Part of that is how much content you have on your page. Another part is how many keywords do you have. We also know citations play a part as well. So let's take a look, because these all show up based on this term, which is roofing Tampa FL. So number 1 for this term, if we were ranking it, would be Westfall Roofing. Number 2 would be Dynasty Building Solutions. Number 3 would be a directory site, Yelp. Sure you heard of it. Number 4, Better Business Bureau, another directory. So I could keep going. There's 10 results per page, and I want you to remember that there's 10 per page, because we're going to talk about that more in a second here. Next up, I took your website, seroof.com, and I put it into a program I use called Eris. And this helps me to kind of analyze your site and see what's going on with it. So first thing I do notice is on the top, your headers. You do have your business name, which is good because you can either put your business name up here or keywords or both. And you guys do have a little bit of both of those, which is good. Think of the internet as basically a big popularity contest. Whoever has the most votes is going to get the most attention and the most traffic. For websites, obviously, we're looking for views and visitors. So right now we're seeing 28 referring domains. These are just websites online that have links on them that go back to your page. And those are the backlinks. So the 28 websites that you guys do have links on are sending you back 156 links. So you guys can do the math on that, how many that is per page. Next up, we have organic keywords. These are what we put into our Google search, roofing Tampa FL, right? And that's just a phrase. So keyword or phrase, that's what these are. You have 33 that you can be found on Google searches for. This is what really drives traffic to your site, depending on how high you're ranked. And right now we see that those 33 keywords are driving 1 visitor to your site per month. This is actually on a per month basis. So the next thing we're probably thinking, how do I only have 1 with 33, right? Well, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let's look at your keywords. First thing we do find is your business name, Southeast Roofing. And let's just look at that one first. 50 people do search Southeast Roofing just like that. And for this one, you guys are ranked number 15. We know the top 10 for each page, right? So if you want to be on page 1, you have to be in the top 10. So we all know that now. And so what we find with our first word is that you guys are 15, which puts us in the middle of page 2, right? Next, we have another variation of your name, Southeast Roofing and Construction. 40 people search it, number 15. So I think you guys get it. 15 is actually the highest position you are for any of these keywords. And that is actually why you're getting the 1 visitor only. because that one is definitely coming from these top two. I'm going to tell you that right now because this is your two best ones. That's where your one's coming from. We also have a couple of variations. Anyway, so when people search your name, though, I just want to make this point here. That means they know who you are, right? And they're searching you. They're looking for you, so they need to be able to find you. So the problem is with you guys being on 15, nobody, to be honest with you, most people do never get to the second page. They only look at the first page. I think it's like 88 to 90% of people will stop at page 1. And if you think about it, if you search something on Google, how often do you go to page 2? I bet not that often. So what's happening here, this is going to be your repeats and referral business, most likely. It also could be people who saw your sign out front. Maybe they saw your truck drive by and were driving, they couldn't write it down, so they have to search you. So you want to have that business. It should be your business, really. They're looking for you. But also you want to bring in new customers. Roofer Tampa FL, that's a good one. 20 people. You guys are 39, though. Again, you're at the bottom of the third page here, so you're just too far down. I'm sorry, bottom of the fourth page there. Next up, Tampa Roofing Contractors. That's a good keyword. 30 people. You guys are at the top of the fifth. Roofer Tampa, 60, 45, middle of the fifth. So you guys get the point. You have actually some really good keywords in your page. You're just ranked too far back to capitalize on that traffic. You're just missing out on it. So we're really going to get you in the top 10. That should definitely be the goal. Next up, I'm going to grab Westfall here, just an example. They have a ton of keywords in here. You don't necessarily need this many, but they went a little crazy on it. Which can hurt you, actually, if you have too many, if you don't have enough content. So anyway, we won't get too deep, but they have 159 websites that have links on them for them, and they're sending them back over 1,000 links to their page. Almost 2,000 keywords, 1,800, and that's bringing them about 1,700 visitors. But you see these minuses? That means they've lost those in the last probably month or two, and I almost guarantee it's because of some of the keywords maybe that they have in there. They might have too many, or they've lost some. They've also lost a few links, it looks like. All right, but anyway, let's look at their keywords, right? Roofing Tampa, great for new customers. 200 search it, number 1. Their own name, Westfall Roofing. 450 search it. They must have multiple branches, but I'm assuming. And they're number 1 for that, which they should be, right? Roofing Tampa, Florida, new customer one. 200, number 1. You guys get the point, right? They're in the top, not even top 3, top 1 or 2. This one is the repeat, actually. The only thing I would say, these ones here with a question, not as valuable. That's not going to necessarily bring you any customers. People might go to your page, but they're not going to call you about a roof, potentially. You might just be asking Google. All right, so that's just a little bit about citations, content, and backlinks. And those are some of the things Google will use to rank your page, right? Anyway, if you're interested in hearing more, I would love to talk to you. I got lots more to say. You know, let's set up a phone call, 10 minutes. If not, take the tips I gave you. Only thing I do ask, I gave you a lot of free information and tips. I just want to hear some feedback, what you thought of the video. You know, we're trying to improve over here as well. You know, as I'm sure as most companies are in the service that they offer. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate your time, and have a great day.